Remember, let your children come up to this country. They're picked up, this is under Obama and Biden, and they're brought to a sanctuary city. Then the parents could come up later on. So they're not going to have their children return because they already paid for them to be here in the United States, and they're hoping that they can join them one day. And the people they use to bring them up here are coyotes. They pay these smugglers to do this. It's amazing how they left that part out. And what's very interesting is that Trump slashed the inflow of migrants from 400,000 in 2019 to just 14,000 in 2020. And this is according to Acting Homeland Security Chief Chad Wolf. So look what he's done already. And he's doing a lot more. Remember, they never wanted the wall built. They never wanted any of this because it shuts down their operation, human trafficking, drug smuggling, bringing the illegals into the country so they can get their votes and use them as cheap labor. This is why they were doing this. If they really want to come to this country, let them go to the port of entry. They have to be vetted. Just like someone knocks on your door, do you just let them in and come in if you don't know who they are? No. You ask them, who are you? Let me see some identification. You vet them first before letting them in. So this is what has been happening, and we can see once again Joe Biden was just pushing stories. This is called a wrap-up smear campaign. They send out fake information, the news reports on it, then they use the news reports to back everything up. And this is what they do. But everything that they're doing is completely failing because the truth comes out. No one's paying attention to the mainstream media anymore. People are looking and searching in all different areas. This is why you see censorship right now. But what's very interesting is that Trump is shutting down everything the deep state, everything the corrupt politicians, the central banks have been doing. Yep. Remember all those endless wars? Remember the tension within the Middle East? That's all coming to an end. So Trump, he had Sudan pay the U.S., and he took Sudan off the U.S. list of state sponsor of terrorism. Now, Sudan wants to normalize ties with Israel. And Trump has just announced that at least 5 additional countries want to join in a peace deal with Israel, and says Saudi Arabia is one of them. Think about what's happening here. He's creating peace throughout the Middle East. He's ending the endless wars. Why? Because sooner or later, we're coming off the petrodollar. We will no longer be on that system, and there'd be no reason to keep troops and to have wars in these areas. These wars were created by the deep state.
Okay.
They're the ones who created them and kept them going. They never wanted them to end because they needed to maintain control. They needed to make sure that each one of these countries used the dollar to pay the oil. They're going to sell it, have it tell another country, you must use the dollar. Now, all of this is...
No, too much, Eddie. Go here, put back in the microwave, put back in...
Why do you think they want Trump out of there? They don't want this.
Alright. I'm half today, half tomorrow. Right,
I'm still here.
Yeah.
See that how this video's explaining all this stuff that's going on, censorship and everything?
You know what the funny thing about it is? He did say that. He did say that. About the Black Winter, whatever that meant.
And plans to assassinate Joe Biden. Now remember, we know that the deep state, they have the ability to control innocence.
Assassinate Joe Biden.
He was known because
I'd be careful because you know Sony's listening.
On the Bernie campaign.
No,
your thing is set on private.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he said that.
Suspended his presidential.
Did he say? I thought he just said assassinate somebody.
That he had to save.
And
he would kill. Biden.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what he just said.
Whether he should kill.
I know, but people take it out of context.
They were going to tell everyone that this was.
I'm not saying that.
No, I know you're not, but you know how Sony are. They'll take something and they'll twist it.
Mayor Gretchen said it was true. push these.
Yeah, but I have a. Oh no, they ain't gonna work either. But you know what I heard? A kid was telling me that the reason Sony did it is because, which I think is stupid.
84-year-old Vietnam vet was floored at the length of the
Chris, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
They said because of a 6-year-old committed suicide, that's why Sony's doing this. Come on, everybody gets bullied.
Yep.
You know, times I've been called the R word, and I reported to Sony, and they didn't do a damn thing about it. So that's bull crap.
It is. Here's the rest of this video.
Corruption levels of government, Department of Justice, FBI, DNC, political elite, protection struggles during bright sunny days. Q. And what's very interesting about all of this is that we know that Rudy Giuliani, he already mentioned for 10 days he's going to be dripping this information out. And I do believe he's already dripped some, and I think now it's going to be drip, drip, drip all the way up to the election. And we're seeing a lot of information that's coming out in the mainstream media. They're trying to stay away from it. They're pretending it doesn't exist. They're pretending that it's fake, phony, and false. Sean Davis tweeted this out. An email to Hunter Biden's partner from a top Chinese official on July 26, 2017 shows the Chinese energy company CEFC proposed a $5 million interest-free loan to the Biden family based on their trust on Biden family. He continued, less than 2 weeks later, on August 8, 2017, $5 million was wired from a CEFC investment vehicle to a Delaware LLC, which spent the next year transferring nearly $4.8 million directly to Hunter Biden's firm, according to the Senate investigators. So we have that email. We also have something about this large 2.8 carat diamond, where Hunter Biden said he gave it away. But it seems that he received this diamond from the chairman of the CEFC, the China Energy Company. And in the court filing, the diamond was estimated to be worth about $80,000, and Hunter claimed it was worth $10,000. And all of a sudden, he said he gave it away. But it seems that Bannon tweeted this out, and it shows that here is the diamond. And he shows photos of the alleged Biden diamond. And did he get rid of it? No, it doesn't seem that way. The diamond is actually listed in police custody, was listed at 3.1 carats, not 2.8. And this is probably worth a lot more money today. And remember, the Clintons also accepted up to $100,000 from Hunter Biden's Chinese energy firm. It's all connected. This is why they're all panicking. And what's very interesting is that Tony Bobulinski, he gave a news conference, and he discussed that Joe Biden knew about this. He knew about the business with China, with Hunter and everything else. And it seems that the media, CNN, MSNBC, others, totally press conference.
You said,
take a listen to what he said.
Joe Biden was here at the Milken Conference. I was introduced to Joe Biden by Jim Biden and Hunter Biden.
Huh?
That night, we discussed Biden's history.
Doesn't matter. I want to go on for a few minutes.
At least at a high level.
Now, as you can see, there's a lot of pressure on the Bidens because a lot of information is coming out. The walls are closing in on them, and this isn't propaganda. This is fact. This is documented emails. There are signatures.
Don't spill it.
He knew where to look and how to investigate these prosecutors. So Giuliani started to dig along. He found stupid.
Bueno. I don't know. Chris, I don't know.
I still understand what he meant by Black Winter. I don't get that. Adam.
That micro.
You like those clams too, huh? Yeah. I understand what he meant by black winter. I still don't get that. You know that? Yeah.
On the right to free speech.
Yep. Brother like talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's still here, but he's going to work in a minute. But he likes talking to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I still understand what I meant by Black Winter. What the hell does that mean? And that goes down. That won't be good. Huh?
That for antitrust.
Yeah, but if they shut down the if they shut down the internet, I'm in trouble.
They must have election too because but yeah.
How am I gonna message my brother? He goes at work and I message him on Facebook Messenger. And I'm okay.
I'll say.
Or like a streaming network.
Sorry, probably.
Oh. Yeah, me and my brother watched that debate last night, Thursday. Oh my God, what a circus that was! That girl interrupted. I think she interrupted Trump 24 times. That's what it was. And Joe Biden, she didn't interrupt him that much. And they cut his mic off.
Of course. And it'll show a lot of videos that are trending on issues. But BitChute is decentralized. You can watch whatever you want.
So I don't watch that. It's a big game. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of saying Russia, 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 Russia. Russia, Russia. That and the stupid virus. But if Biden wins, we're all going to have to be forced to wear masks. We have to learn now. Oh, God. That reminds me of Metal Gear Solid. Didn't they, one of the Patriots involved too? What they,
Flipped it so the Patriots were the bad guys on the game.
I don't know, cause if it wasn't for the Patriots, there'd be no America. That's not what I'm saying. I said the original Patriots came from New England.
Yeah.
The Minutemen, that's who they fought for this country.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was the Minutemen, it wasn't the Patriots. They were, they were the Minutemen. And those people got shot for opening their mouth. No, but I mean, I don't understand it. People do not know their history. Imagine if they had assassinated George Washington, there'd be no America.
He died.
Yeah, because they, no. But they called Abraham Lincoln a racist. He's the one who freed the slaves.
Actually, he's the one who freed the slaves.
Yeah, and he had been assassinated for it too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Andrew Jackson was an attempted assassination.
Yeah. That's when they assassinated Kennedy, because he was going to open his mouth.
He was trying to get rid of
He was a good president. My brother was. Well, he was at school where Kennedy got assassinated. See, all Democrats aren't bad. It's just these lefties
No,
are bad.
just one more stuff.
So, I don't do it. I mean, when I grew up, they got along. It wasn't that bad. The Democrats, Republicans. Who? The mafia? The mafia? No, they're gone, I think. Yeah, they did have respect. They had respect for everybody. I'll tell you one thing, though, Chris. All these stores getting bombed, especially in Chicago, that wouldn't be allowed. Those people, their legs got broken. Because the mafia ran those cities. And they own those stores. So those people want it.
That's why they got rid of the mafia.
So. Oh. Yeah. Oh, ridiculous. I don't know. I think it's crazy PS3.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I think it's crazy. That'd be a big mistake. They want to get rid of the oil. That'd be a boo boo. That'd be a big boo boo.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's that dog at. Where'd you get that dog at? Really?
Yeah.
Who? What, the one into the cage? What, the one into the cage?
They pee on everything. Oh, they're like 7 years
Crazy. How old are you? What do you wait? How old are you, Chris? How old are you? Oh. Oh, so you were brought up around the same time I was. You grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, I was born in the 80s.
But what I'm saying is, like in the 90s when you grew up, it wasn't this bad, Chris.
Came along and you see all these weirdos running around. Now they've ran up.
Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean, 90s, I don't know what happened. When the cartoons that we grew up were gone.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Flintstone kids, the Flintstone, uh, what else was it? Flintstones. Yeah, all those old kids. Wonderful World of Disney. I think Wonderful World of Disney was still on this in the 90s, I think. Yeah, it was. Wonderful World of Disney. It was always on a Sunday, you know? All gone. And as soon as the internet came, boom. Everything went down the tubes. Did you have the PlayStation 1 when you grew up? Remember the, what was it, game? The thing you stuck on the back was for the Game Shark? I had that. There was Game Genie or there was Game Shark. What'd you have, the Genie or the Shark? Yeah, that for the PS2, right? Yeah.
And it had like another book with it, but it was a small. It had all the games.
Then there was I remember playing Atari. I remember playing Sega Genesis. Nintendo I had. Well, I had Nintendo first. It was the box. I had Nintendo first. Apparently the PS5, right? It can be bigger than it's gonna be bigger than the PS4. Really?
And stuff like that.
They're recording now anyway. They're recording on the PS4.
Well, it's not.
Right. Why don't yeah, I don't talk to anybody anyway, so this is meant to me. I talk to these guys. I don't talk to anybody. They don't want to talk to me. See my baseball. People don't like that game. Good. Dodgers won, huh? Oh my god. Okay. Wait, he's looking at that.
You got bugs?
No. Why he's looking.
I want you in the shower tonight. I had some all season.
Like, is that right?
Yeah. I'll do laundry probably tomorrow plus Monday.
That's what the shower tonight.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a shower tonight.
Probably do laundry tomorrow or Monday.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I take a shower
I
tonight.
get the day off Monday, so I'll probably do laundry.
You can
You don't need no laundry, right? Probably do it tomorrow.
You can thank him when they do.
I know. You go 9:15. You got clothes to wear for Monday?
Yes. Why?
No, they're big sure.
Yes, yeah.
Probably do it tomorrow.
Wait.
What?
Tag 1-1. Oh, 2-1. Yeah. They went, Chuck was dating go to see him either.
You ain't gonna see him anyway.
Huh?
You're not gonna see him unless he's Biden. Then they'll see Biden.
Oh, yeah.
You'll all see Biden.
Okay, they also Biden. They don't like Trump. Charlie.
No, they don't like Trump.
I don't understand why. What happened?
And they're going to see how this all plays out, and they're going to say, well, wait a minute, I don't want this one central bank system controlling everything that we do. Now, the banks are not decentralized. Yes, I know they're still hooked together and stuff like that, but people have the idea that, oh, if I go to this bank, it's better. If I go to that bank, it's better. Now, remove all those banks. What do you have? You just have one corporation controlling everything, where they're directly depositing money into your account. Now, can they stop that? Of course. Think about everything else they want to do. Why do you think gold has been moving up? Why do you think Trump has been building the base here in the United States as fast as possible? He's going to use this to remove ourselves from the central bank system. And how can he do this? Well, is the central bank going to create a crisis? How are they going to explain away we're getting rid of paper dollars? You're just going to announce it one day? Will the people say, yeah, that's a good thing? Or will they push a different agenda? And will Trump play upon this, where the crisis during this period of time, he can say, okay, we don't need to be with the central bank anymore. They're not managing the economy the way we thought they were going to manage it, and we need to break away, and we need to go back to something that stabilizes the economy. And I do believe he's going to play it out in somehow, some way, in this fashion. But we can see it coming already. Actually, Bank of America is already out there, and they're telling everyone what the Fed is about to do, what the ECB, what the IMF, and you can see how this is all now starting to come together. Because the IMF was announcing Bretton Woods 3.0. You can see the central bankers around the world moving towards digital currency. Because
yes, Terry.
This is their It was never supposed to be this way. We were supposed to be in some type of war where they can explain all this away. Now they're completely open. They're exposed to all of this. And yes, they're going to try to make a case. They're going to make a case of why we need to do this now. Just like they made the case back in the 70s, where we needed to go from a gold standard, because there were gold speculators in the market, and we needed to go to a full fiat system. But they told us it was going to be temporary. This is what Nixon said. This is only temporary, so we can iron things out here. Well, temporary went from 1971 to today. That's not temporary. That's permanent. And they're going to do the same exact thing. Of course, they wanted a war to explain this away. So we can see this happening. They're accelerating their plans and moving forward with it. And this is going to be a huge battle coming up, because the central bankers, they have no allegiance to a country, to a group, to a people. Their allegiance is to debt, to control. And this is the root of all evil. But the Patriots, they know the playbook. They knew this was happening. They knew they needed some time to rebuild the United States. And this is what Trump has been doing, removing the central bank, the regulations. Yes, it all comes from the central bank, because you corrupt those people in government, you give them marching orders, you pay them off, and they move ahead with creating whatever you want, especially when the country's in debt. And we can see that Trump is now undoing everything. He's ending the Middle East wars, which means it's the end of the petrodollar. This is why they're reacting so quickly. It's the end of everything that they had in place. And they don't have this major event where they can just explain it away. Yes, they'll try to use the pandemic. They'll try to use that, but remember what Trump has been doing here in this country. He's been building the economy. He's been building the foundation of the country. This was done on purpose. And he understands that it was just a matter of time. This is why he didn't come in and say, hey, by the way, everything is fake. You know, the stock market, the unemployment numbers, these are manipulated. No, he knew that this would be a complete and utter disaster. Actually, this is what the central bank and the corrupt politicians wanted. They wanted a disaster. He was trying to make the road a lot less bumpier as we move over to a new system. And this is why he's been working so hard and using everything that we see to start to build that foundation. Even the pandemic, he's using it all. Actually, he has powers that he's never had before. And that's going to benefit him moving forward. So get ready, get set, because the next phase of all of this is coming. And you're going to see a lot of things happen with the central bank system. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.
I'm still here. I missed What to do next?
You stop doing that. You stop doing that.
That's funny. Natural news. Biden's lead collapsed in the Rubio polls. That's funny. Let me see what we can find. There's red pills in here. So I'll have to go to Paul Joseph Watson. President Trump delivered remarks in the Oval Office. Reset debate. I think it was. So bring that guy here.
We're back. We're right back, Chris.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out.
You know, Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know why people don't want to hear it, though. I don't get it. Because the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to the bathroom home.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they censored BitChute. I thought I said the BITCH word, but I actually said BitChute. It's funny. Let's see what we got here. I think I'll friend this guy and talk to him. I need to tell him about Sony too. Might do that. Ooh, this guy's platinum.
I said
Monster Hunter, Shadow of Mordor 2.
I said I had a bad dream, right? That if Biden wins, we're gonna all end up in FEMA camps because if we don't go their way or do what they want, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? If you don't agree with them, not that we're all gonna do it. I'm just saying if you don't agree, you know, the way they want to do, that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Cause I woke up, my brother's like, Steve, where'd you get all those bruises from? I heard you were screaming that night. What were you screaming about? I go, I don't fucking know. I knew, but I was gonna say nothing because I figured he'd lock me up and think I was nuts. But that's what's gonna happen, Chris. If you don't go by, what they want, that's what's gonna happen.
But it won't. It won't happen.
I hope not.
They'll try and cheat, but it won't work.
I'm just saying, if it does.
I understand what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? If they win. Because they're gonna take,
we're screwed if they win.
Because they're gonna take the gun rights away from people. There's gonna be, you think there's rights in the street now? Wait till that happens.
You know why they're having all these riots? Because if he gets in there, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna make them riots the new brown shirts, the new cops.
They go what?
They're gonna make them the new brown shirts, like you did have in Nazi Germany.
Yep. Because
here's something that the mainstream media don't want you to know. This happened in New Jersey too.
Yeah.
Antifa busted into this woman's house, beat the hell out of her, and sprayed her with some sort of stuff.
Oh.
Because Murphy and the rest of those idiots, they allowed that stuff to happen. And then they try to censor us on here.
I don't know.
It's like the mainstream media. Like that woman, that one dude was robbing this guy for drugs. And I think she was shot or something like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't show her real picture. They just showed the real picture, what she looked like in high school, making her nice, sweet, and innocent. Just like that George Floyd.
He was a
George
joke.
Floyd was a thug.
I know that.
He was a thug. He had a gun pointed at a pregnant woman's chest.
I know.
Getting ready to shoot her.
I know.
And then they took him out, put him in jail, and he died in prison with a needle in his arm.
Who?
Because he was shot up on drugs.
Who?
George Floyd.
They strangled him, supposedly.
No, they didn't. He was on drugs when they found him. And then they put him in jail for trying to kill that woman. And he died in jail with a drug overdose. They don't tell you that on television.
There was all this, who was that guy they pressed on the neck?
That was a faked video. They didn't show it all, they just showed what they want you to see. They don't show you the truth. They don't show you nothing. They say he died with a knee on his neck. No, he died in jail. So the mainstream media was lying again.
Yeah.
Because all your mainstream channels on TV, all your Democrat politicians, well, they lied. And they banned PewDiePie on YouTube too.
Really?
Yeah. It's laughable.
What are they paying him for?
I don't know. They'll see these mainstream, lamestream channels and all these people. The only thing they want on YouTube is Ellen DeGeneres and Will Smith and all these pedophile freak shows. And that's all they care about.
Oh.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Jeffrey Fry is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start.
YouTube's got retarded. They're putting out stupid things that are not funny.
Eckert, and he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Let's go, big fella.
Yeah. This stuff disgusts me.
Now the pitch.
They really do.
Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Bruce. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning.
Can't wait for Cyberpunk. So I've got about 27,
Runners are at second and third.
26 days till the game comes out.
That'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way down to Zunino. Now that's popped up.
I can't stand Borat. That guy's an idiot.
2 down.
Yeah.
He's a racist idiot.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Eckert comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I'll tell you one thing, gaming's dead. They ruined it. And Sony pulling their bullshit didn't help me either.
The Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he's able to hustle his way.
And I used to be a big fan of Sony a long time ago.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by, but
And now I'm not.
to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much,
And them
but he
censoring
did,
people
that's a
and
nice two-bagger.
Doing all this other stuff. I'm not impressed.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson. From the stretch. And a fastball blew it right by him. There's 2 down.
Anytime a pitcher
And
locates a
as far as I'm
fastball
concerned,
inside corner, it's going to be a tough
Sony
shot.
can take their console and stick it.
No answer for it.
Because I'm not buying it.
Runner goes. Bouncer to the left
I'm not
side.
letting them violate my privacy. They can forget it.
Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired.
I'm buying a PS4 to get some more money.
Digging in, Stephen Eckert. 1 for 2 with a double on his line.
I might even go back to safe mode and reinstall my older updates and just keep it that way. Because I'm not wasting my time with I'm not wasting my time and spying on me on here.
Center. Cespedes is there.
That's ridiculous.
And the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They're still down. It's
I want to go talk to I want to go talk to Omar for a few minutes. I'll be back later.
The batting order turns over now and set to go. Luis.
I get this thing to work. Oh, here we are.
Here's the 0-1. The ground is short. Could this be 2? Right to him. There's 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Really? I can't get this thing to work.
That's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So stepping in, Stephen Eckert. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
The 0-2 home. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 3 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Seattle took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jeffrey Frank gets the win on the mound his first of the year as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Twins. Number 2, Steven Eckert.
Popped him up. Ojeda has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit ball game, so he was seeing the ball really well and put some good swings on it, too.
Victorious Seattle Mariners, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it's next. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, lots of pressure, Matty, when you're going for a career milestone. Sitting on 199 wins, this guy would like nothing more to pick up career win number 200 in this one here today. So I'm sure he's got a lot on his mind, but the first thing he needs to do is concentrate and get out of that first inning.
The shortstop.
So striding forward now, Steven Eckert. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ojeda is under it, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Coming to the plate now, Steven Eckert.
Shortstop, Steven Eckert.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Volpe is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Stepping in, Charlton Carmichael is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Grounded back up the middle, fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Striding in once again, Richie Volpe comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the pitch. Sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now at the plate, Steven Eckert. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
One away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. To first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Up next for Minnesota, Steven Eckert. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
4-2 the final score today. Seattle crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Dave Mosher gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan? Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Batting third, not shortstop.
Stepping up now, Stephen Eckert. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Eckert is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The right fielder.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now in the box, Manny Machado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Machado.
And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Settling in now, Pedro Alvarado, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he strikes him out, so a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Coming to the plate now, Sean Fryman.
Hey, all right. The third baseman, Sean Fryman.
A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Eckert.
Shortstop, Steven Eckert.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Get down.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Corey Dickerson reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Eckert, a runner at first with 2 gone. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught. Ready for another shot now. Sean Fryman. He singled his last time up. Ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one. Stepping in, Steven Eckert, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there, back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might.
Into the box now, Steven Eckert.
Shortstop, Steven Eckert.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, nice drive.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Here now the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Simone is there, and he has it for the first
Stand up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Here's Manny Machado now, and they're runners at the corners now.
Number 13.
Throw over to first. And late reactions, and they got him. 5-1, the final total in today's game. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show. Stepping up now, Sam Lopez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Oakland, the designated hitter.
Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. And that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Steven Eckert, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Eckert.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Go, go, go!
Gone! So a two-run shot to left center, home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else.
Ready to take his hacks again, Steven Eckert, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Ready now, Pedro Lopez.
The second baseman, Pedro
The 0-2. Soft liner to the right side, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Stepping into the box, Howard Simone. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping into the box, Steven Eckert. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a drive out to left center field.
Come on, dig.
Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Now at the plate, Pedro Lopez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Pedro Lopez.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Kenna over to his right. 2 down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Minnesota crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them.
Never do favors.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Iowa Cubs and the Memphis Redbirds. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Luis Tejada, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
Striding in, Chris Quinones. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Redbirds,
now the pitch.
The left fielder, Chris Quinones.
Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Fouled away. Quinones is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
boys.
Batting second.
Stepping in now, Rex Kim.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate now, Derek Conrath fouled off. Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. We've played an inning, still 0-0.
Leading up.
First pitch on its way.
The first baseman.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. That misses. 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one away. Digging in, Will Gorman. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
At the plate, Bo Schneider, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Stephen Eckert. 9-1-2 due up.
Eckert.
Hey, take a cut now. Get your cuts.
First pitch on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Gorman is there. One pitch, one out. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Vernon Quintero.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
skied in the air to straightaway left. Perez is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. Now to the plate, Julio Quevedo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Julio.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he fouls this one off. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
I got it.
Perez will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Standing in, Luis Tejada. Now the pitch.
Luis.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. This is in the air out to straightaway center.
Yeah, you got it.
Milano is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number. Ready for another chance.
Now
Steven Eckert. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Eckert.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Come on, baby. See it up. Drive.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Set and the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, if you're going to put on the hit and run play, no better time to do it than right after a pitch out. Pitcher's trying to get right back into the zone. You have an opportunity to put barrel on baseball effectively. And he did a great job of it right there.
Left fielder. Tino. Perez.
Got him swinging to throw.
You're out.
So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. First offering on its way.
The left fielder, Chris Quinones.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Alvarado will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first out. Now at the plate, Rex Kim. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a touch outside, 1-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping up to the plate, Derek Conrad. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Into the box now, Clifford Means. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Will Gorman. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Plays at 1 now.
The 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls. No
well, this is a
strikes.
spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Bo Schneider.
Whoa.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. 5 innings complete. Iowa leads it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Vernon Quintero, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going in.
Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
You know, D-Roll, that's about the first ball we've seen in a while squared up against this guy. Solid line drive base hit. Not an easy thing to do when a knuckleballer has it working like he does in this one.
No, he's been throwing the ball great. You can't deny that. But maybe this is the start of something. That line drive certainly got the boys going.
And another foul ball.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Popped him up. Hudson is there.
Got it.
1 out. Billy Bullington will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Chris Quinones is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. And he takes strike 2.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Quintero is off of first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. Reined in. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. The I-Cubs are out in front, 3-0.
The batter. The pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. So digging in.
He's safe.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cubs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Stephen Eckert earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Brandon Kinsler wraps it up for the save, his third of the game. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasker.
Nebraska, South Dakota, 13 U.S. states that are now seeing a spike in hospitalizations. Ohio, Wisconsin.
Hey, you know what I noticed, Pip? Have you noticed that noise ain't on now? It's only when UK comes on it does that. I think it's his thing, not mine. Yeah.
Ethan is yours.
Oh no, that's what I said.